Dons, but is there an anomaly about those supporters going to Franchise City, as they used to call them? 0845 900 5200 is the number to call. And of course, today's news, the club has won its appeal. It's an appeal to have a judicial review. We haven't had that review yet. The council say they can defend it robustly. But where does that leave us in terms of Coventry City coming back to Coventry? 0845 900 5200 is the number to call.
The Sky Blues phone in. We are BBC Coventry and Warwickshire.
We'll also be talking a little bit about the charity matches taking place at the Rico Arena on Sunday in memory of a great Sky Blues supporter. Text 81333, slightly text CW. Please put your name on the text. We do like to have a name on it, so we're not reading anonymous text. I've got quite a long one here, which I do want to read out, but I would like a name on it, please. So if you sent a long text to us a while ago, I forgot to put your name on it, if you could just stick your name on now for me, then I will read your text out with pleasure. Look at some of the other texts. Matt says, so Cece's plan is to stay at Northampton for 5 years or more, build a new cheap stadium out, and I mean out, from the city of Coventry, and they expect that every car fan is just going to turn up at their new ground and give them our money. Answer, I don't think so, Cece. Tony C in Witherbrook raises an issue. Sisu may feel pleased with today's ruling, but what does the EU rules say about other clubs who have an arrangement with their local council, such as Real Madrid or Barcelona? Actually, I might be talking to someone at the moment who might just know that, but I haven't got a clue. And just on field matters, Jay says, can you shed some light on our new signings? Who are they? Who are they? Chris Dagnall, striker, 27 years of age. Scored goals for Rochdale, 20 in one season, 18 in another. Though he's only 27, he's already made about 350 senior appearances. He's on loan from Barnsley. Chris Maguire, Scotland international, with Sheffield Wednesday now, started his career with Aberdeen, played a lot of games in the SPL. He's a midfield player who can play in different midfield positions. And Danny Seaborn is a defender, was with Southampton, Bournemouth as well, and lately with Yeovil, has played about a dozen championship games this season for Yeovil. He's a defender, that's what I can tell you about those three players. Now then, we're joined now on the line by Nikki Sinclaire, who's Euro MEP for the West Midlands. She talked a lot about Coventry City and the Coventry City issue in time, but I have to say, Nikki, I was there at the AFC Wimbledon FA Cup time, and there you were, a big thick AFC Wimbledon scarf.
Good evening, yes. I've been an AFC Wimbledon, or a Wimbledon supporter obviously originally, for 20 odd years, 30 odd years almost.
So, what do you make then of so many Sky Blues fans? We think it's going to be around about 7,000 going to the MK Dons, so of course with the club that were Wimbledon, took Wimbledon away to Milton Keynes, which led to the formation of the new club.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I've got to say I respect any fan's decision to take a political stand that they have done about no penny more. If they feel passionately about that and they want to make a stand against the owners, I support their right to do that. Whether I agree with it or not, I support their right to do that. But then, if those same fans are then making the trip to Milton Keynes Dons tomorrow and putting money in Mr. Winkleman's pocket, this club is a franchise club. This is far worse than what Seafield are currently doing with Coventry. They stole the club from South London and they moved it up the M1, out of its community, out of where its core support was. Admittedly, it was a small support, but it was a core support and it was the principle. So for fans to give money to a franchise club, I then can't see how they can stand by this no, not a penny more campaign.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. So it is difficult, I suppose, because a lot of Sky Blues fans have found it very difficult to boycott the home games, and now, effectively, you're saying they shouldn't go to an away game. You can understand why they find that pretty hard.
I'm not saying they shouldn't go to away games, because obviously the support at away games this year has been absolutely phenomenal. I'm just saying this one away game, because this is quite, these are the outcasts of it. MK Dons are the outcasts of football. Most supporters associations up and down the country want nothing to do with the MK Dons. They are the pariahs of football. They stole a football club from its community.
with the football club winning its right now with judicial review, where do you think that leaves Coventry City, and what would you like to see happen now?
Well, what I've been calling for all along, meaningful dialogue between all the parties, and I heard Mr. Lovett earlier who spoke well, and I was glad to hear him say that Joy has a very good relationship with Anne Lucas, and that they are willing to talk, because they need to talk. When I met Joy Zapata a few months ago, she was adamant that she was in this for long term. So the council need to deal with that reality. They can't move forward on what they would like the position to be. They've got to move on with the reality. We've gone through administration and everything else. The owners are OTM, Joy Zapata, and they have to speak to Joy Zapata. That's the only way that we're going to get Coventry City FC playing in the city of Coventry sooner rather than later. And I would just urge to have a meaningful dialogue, because you need a stadium with a club. Even Boris Johnson, I'm no fan of him, but even Boris Johnson realised that about the Olympic Stadium. If you look at stadiums across the world where they have no team, they die. Even the Olympic Stadium in Los Angeles died when the LA